Hi, it's Valerie Knight from 106.1 The Breeze. Extremely excited this morning to welcome my guests from Crystal, Cirque du Soleil's first ice skating performance. You must know Cirque du Soleil. There are shows everywhere with feats of acrobatics that are unbelievable, but now they are on ice, and they are going to be at the Wells Fargo Center June 20th to 23rd. So let me welcome my guests. A couple of the dancers are here from Cirque du Soleil Crystal. I guess I should say dancer-skaters, right? I have Celia Dos Reis. Celia, good morning. And Lisa Mochizuki. Thank you very much. And they are dancers from Cirque du Soleil, skaters in the show. And the artistic director, Fabrice Lemieux.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. So Cirque du Soleil is on ice now. This is extremely exciting. And you, Fabrice, we'll start with you. You've developed the whole concept for this.
I have not, but I took it when the show went from creation to operation. So the company put together a team of creators, conceptors. It could be about 15 to 20 people who come around the table and develop a product. It comes from an idea of someone. It trickled down to bringing multi-conceptors together, from lighting, set designer, costume designers, choreographers. And then those people come together and build a show. And this is when we bring the performers, and when the performers come in for creation, I come in onto the platform, because when the show goes on the road, I'll be the one who will take the product and move with the performers while we're traveling. Oh. I am a little bit the adopting father.
Oh, okay. And everyone needs that. You need that along with the show. Ladies, you've been skating since you were little, since you were 3, 5 years old?
Exactly.
Okay. Did you ever think that you would be skating and dancing together?
Not really, especially at the Cirque du Soleil. That's really nice opportunity to skaters.
Yeah, I thought about a lot of shows in skating, but I never expected Cirque to approach me one day.
And so it must be extremely exciting for you young ladies touring all around.
Right.
Once again, Crystal heads to the Wells Fargo Center June 20th to 23rd, and then to Allentown on June 26th to the 30th, also at the PPL Center. So you're going to be around town for a while there at the end of June. What special issues does a Cirque show have on ice, Fabrice?
I will not call these issues. I will think at more of an opportunities to allow us to really develop a show where we can use the element of the ice as a platform to create new avenues, meaning we can use the speed, because the skaters can really take corners in the notion of speed when they skate fast. The beauty of it, and what those two ladies beside me, is that we are using those skaters not only for ability of skating. We ask them to do stunts with acrobats, and we ask them to also act. Those two girls are doing the primary roles, Crystal and the reflection of Crystal. And they have been challenged by really digging inside to find something within their soul to really bring onto the platform. So it's not just a technical display, but there is a storytelling, and there is really an engagement from the performer itself to really develop that sensibility. So to go back to your question, all of this together, acrobats, whom, performing on a surface which is slippery, there is always a factor of risk, which is really keeping the audience on the edge throughout the performance. And so we are using those as tools to really develop something which is unique to Crystal.
Absolutely. Now, Celia and Lisa, you're young ladies, and I know when you're young, you do riskier things in your life. It's when you get older that you get more, calm about that. So it is a risky show. Is there anything that frightened you when you began to skate and then realized you had to do acrobats as well? Lots of practice, I assume?
Lots of practice. Creation was a lot about, okay, so here is the ground, here are the rules, and just have fun, but respect those rules. So I really felt like, oh, okay. But then we were told not to do an ice skating show. We had to find ways to develop new ideas and work with acrobats that has crampons so that they can run and slide on the ice too. And we skate, and that was kind of fun. And then sometimes we were like, okay, that's not gonna work because it's not safe enough to do it 300 times in a year. Or So that was the whole process of finding the right spot where it's like fun and looks good, and also like Cirque doesn't want us to be risking
Right.
too much in shows. So
But it is a riskier show than just an ice skating show, because if you've seen a Cirque show, you know that the ramps are included in this show where the skaters that go
you're
up the
right,
ramps
you're right,
and land
they're
on the
flying.
ice, and it makes you go, ooh, ah.
I think Valerie, we defy gravity on any shows than we do as a company. With the element of the ice, of course, it creates another age of risk, like you call it, of excitement, I would call it for me. What Celia was mentioning about the rules, they had a protocol to follow in regard of learning air. They are doing aerial act. They are doing strap numbers. So we have those skaters who have never developed certain part of their body because they did not need it on skate. So suddenly we're asking those girls to pump up around the laterals, the muscle around the shoulder blades, so they can hold themselves on straps and fly across the floor with skates. All of this is a new adventure for those performers, as well as for us to develop something fresh and unique again to Crystal.
Lisa, tell us, who is Crystal and what is the show about?
Okay, so she's Crystal, who has her own imagination, and one day she couldn't stand her family or surrounded by her, so she went to the pond and she fell down to the ice, and that's how show begin. That's the whole Crystal imagination life works.
it starts when she falls.
She falls to the ice and
She
then
sees her life in a different way and imagine things of how she would like to feel, but then she doesn't manage to feel that way, and she just struggles like in front of you guys watching the show.
and we go along with Crystal in her struggle, but it's beautiful. I watched some of the video and it's absolutely gorgeous.
And reflection is her guide through her dream.
We need to mention the music, because the Cirque du Soleil music in any Cirque show that I've seen is always spectacular and dark or just intriguing. It's very intriguing. Is this all, I suppose, is this all original music for this production of Crystal?
It is, and we have 3 musicians who play live throughout the show. And those musicians also, like we talk about the skaters learning to do acrobacy, we ask those musicians to play their instrument on skate, and they are actually on stage at times. So they have to play instrument while skating around the floor. The score is created specially for the show. The score is very much in support and aligned with the storytelling of Crystal. I also like to say the uniqueness of Crystal is that for the first time we create a show where it's about one of us. It's about a child. It's about, you could see yourself in Crystal. Anyone going to see that show can refer to that moment where you question who you are. What is your purpose in life? How do you fit in, in society, in the family cocoon, at school? All of those layers that a child goes through when he grows up, Crystal is actually facing it. And it's, and the reflection is the other side of the self, whom is that voice inside you which tells you, yes, you are that person. It's okay to be different. Just go for it. Embrace the opportunity and who you are and make the best of it.
So it's a story of growth.
It is. Absolutely.
It's a story of beauty, as always with Cirque du Soleil. Feats, unbelievable acrobatic feats that you always see in Cirque du Soleil. Now, you ladies are in costume this morning, and I appreciate that you are. Can you stand up maybe and we can see how beautiful that you look? You don't have your skates on, of course, but here are the lovely ladies, and this is what you will see.
And
when you had to see Crystal?
Crystal is Celia today, so she had the lighter costume, and the reflection is Lisa on the other side.
Just beautiful. Yes, there are 2 Crystals, Crystal and her reflection, that skate together throughout. Well, Crystal is playing at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. 6 performances only, beginning June 20th to the 23rd, and then heading to Allentown, June 26th to the 30th at the PPL Center. Tickets are available at wellsfargocenterphilly.com. So that's where you can get them, and I don't think you want to miss it. If you have never seen a Cirque du Soleil show, then you must see it. A Cirque du Soleil on ice show is even more spectacular. Ladies, thank you. Celia Dos Reis, Lisa Mochoku. Please say your name. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. And Fabrice Limar, thank you so much for being here. We really look forward to seeing the show come to Philadelphia.
Thank you.
And enjoy your stay in Philadelphia.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.